What's up, guys? In this video, we're going to discuss 10 high-ticket niches you can use to sell websites and marketing services to. Now, the reason you want to pick high-ticket niches is for a couple of reasons. One, they'll actually be able to afford to pay you. People that don't have money will obviously not be able to pay you, and understanding which niches don't have money or at least have less money to spend on things like websites and marketing is very important, because then you'll know where to spend your time and not to waste it. A couple of niches to not waste your time would be barbers, restaurants, and other low-ticket industries. If you think about it, the average barber charges $20 to $30 for a haircut. Restaurants, what is it, $15 to $25 for a meal? Some higher end ones maybe $30 to $50 for a meal. That's not very exciting, nor are they going to want to pay you a lot of money for a website or for marketing. But if you end up switching even just a little bit, like instead of barbers, do salons. What do girls do? They get their hair done, cut, dyed, all of these different things, styled. It could cost a lot of money. On top of that, there's other industries that are very niche specific. So for example, if you're going after photographers or videographers, what do you think that they're gonna do? Sell headshots or sell weddings? You gotta find the right ones. It's not just about picking an industry like, oh, hair, right? Barbers and salons are very different. Same thing with real estate or portrait photographers. Those are also very different than wedding photographers. So understanding the industry is very important for your success. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over 10 industries, and you will be able to understand why you should pick these industries. Let's get started. Industry number one, chiropractors. If you think about chiropractors, they make good money every time they make a sale, and on top of that, you can even run a special offer to run Facebook ads for them. And with that being said, you can run an offer from, let's say, $20 to $50 for, let's say, an adjustment, x-rays, some kind of checkup. There's all types of offers that you can run for them. And on top of that, most of their websites are not that good, and they can actually afford to pay you. So chiropractors are a great industry to be in. Number two, roofing companies. If you think about roofing companies, they make a lot of money per sale. Now, Facebook ads may not be the best for them. You might want to do SEO or Google ads, but for websites specifically, you can end up selling high-ticket websites to them, because most of the industry have terrible websites. I've looked at a lot of roofing websites, and let me tell you, those websites do not look good the majority of the time. I would say at least 7 to 8 out of 10 that you look at are not going to look that good, and they can actually afford to pay you, and you can increase the conversions of the traffic that go to their website. And even if you convert an extra 3 or 4 people that go to their website, and it's because of you, whether it's with the chat bot, Facebook Pixel, or any of the other tools that you use, that could easily be $5, $10, or $20,000 in sales that you help generate for them just off a few extra sales. That's why the roofing industry is a great industry to be in. Number three, salons. Salons are a great industry for several reasons. One, girls get their hair done several times a month. So if you end up getting a salon, several clients per month, let's just say 10, 20 clients per month, that's not just a one-time sale. They'll likely go back multiple times per month, and they'll be there for the lifetime of that salon if they do a good job. On top of that, what do girls do? It's not like a barber shop where they're getting a $20 to $50 haircut. Girls get their hair cut, dyed, styled, blow dried, extensions, braids, all of these different things that girls get. And the more that they get done, the more expensive it is. It could easily cost several $100s for a girl to go to a salon. On top of that, you can do weddings for salons. You can end up finding brides who are either engaged or getting married, and then you can end up doing stylings for them. And it's not just the bride, it's also the bridesmaids as well. So that can be a very good check for the salon. So whether you're selling a website or marketing, salons are a great option because they can actually afford to pay you. Number four, mechanic. Now, mechanics is a great industry for several reasons as well. Mechanics is not only a high-ticket industry, but it's a necessity. People need their cars done, and you can use special offers to get people in. For example, you can run oil change offers, you can run free checkups, and a variety of other things which can easily generate to thousands of dollars in sales for the mechanic. On top of that, it's a very underutilized niche. A lot of people are not thinking about mechanics as a marketing option. So in reality, do you ever know of a marketing agency that specializes in mechanics? I've been in marketing for a long time, and let me tell you, I've never once met a marketer that is in the niche of mechanic. Now, the reason that I think that is because people don't think of mechanics as a business. They just think of them as mechanics. But in reality, they are a business and they have great targeting options because it's a necessity. There's different types of businesses that are leisure, necessity, and a variety of other things. And this is one of those industries that not only can you do great marketing for, but you can end up building them a great website, because most mechanics have terrible websites. So you can end up using that as an advantage to you to help close more deals for them, as well as closing more deals for yourself. Number 5, wedding photographer. Now, the reason I say wedding photographer specifically is because, one, there's great targeting options on Facebook, Google, and YouTube for them. And on top of that, it's a very high ticket niche. Now, if you think about a portrait photographer, how often do people need to get portraits done? How many targeting options do you think that there is on Facebook for people who need portraits? There's not, because that's a very spur of the moment thing that people need portraits. On top of that, there's other type of photographers like land photographers, real estate photographers, and several other ones. Now, I think that if you are going after real estate photographers, you would be careful, because a lot of people don't want to pay a lot of high prices for real estate photography. But do you know who does pay high prices for photography? Weddings. That can easily go into several $1,000s for a day shoot. In even a 4-hour shoot, you can make $1,000+. So in reality, would you rather waste your time with somebody who's making a couple of $100s on a shoot, or somebody that's gonna make you a couple $1,000s? Now, it doesn't mean that you're the one that's gonna get a couple of $1,000s per shoot, but your client will make a couple $1,000s per shoot, and then they'll pay you a couple $1,000s per month to keep making that money come in for them. So that's why I say wedding photographers specifically are a great industry to be in, not just photographers. Number 6, you have dentists. The reason dentists are a great industry to be in, not only is it high ticket, but it's repeat business. On top of that, you have great offers for marketing, meaning you can do teeth cleanings, you can do checkups, and a variety of other things to bring people in at a very affordable cost. But just like mechanics, when they go in for that checkup or oil change, there may be other things wrong that could go into the thousands of dollars. So helping dentists acquire leads, whether it's through marketing or updating their website into a smart site, is a very, very big opportunity that many people are already in with marketing, but I don't know that many website companies that specialize in dentists. So that could be a great niche for you to get in if you do have a website company, or if you just want to sell some websites. So if you're looking for another niche to get into that has repeat business for marketing, or you can just help convert additional prospects from their website by using a smart site for them and converting their standard site into a smart site, dentist is a great option for you. Number 7, wedding venues. Now, wedding venues are great because it's a very underserved niche, and it's very high ticket, and it's needed. If you think about it, it's not like wedding planners or wedding florists or just florists in general. Those are not needed things for a wedding, but a wedding venue is, just like wedding photography is. So finding venues who want more wedding clients is a great option, because as I said, you have great targeting options online, and not only can you build them a new website, but you can turn that website into a smart site for them, and then the traffic that they're already getting organically can end up converting much higher because you just turned their standard site into a smart site. Number 8, you have painting companies. Now, similar to roofers, this is a very high ticket niche, but you have to be careful because some people might just want one room in their house painted. So a way that you can get around that is you can talk about exterior painting jobs with marketing, or you can get into commercial painting as well, and those would be much more high ticket than focusing on interior painting. But if you're looking for great offers that can be super cheap, you can run ads for interior painting, and you could say, hey, look, this is for a room this size. And then you can run marketing campaigns with a super low offer, but then you can also find the few people who may need their whole house painted or even their business painted. So that's a great option for targeting people who need paint jobs. On top of that, you can sell websites. As I said, if you end up updating somebody's website to a smart site from a standard site, and you could generate an extra 3 or 4 sales, 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, whatever it is, you'll end up making them a lot of money, because now you're following them with the Facebook pixel. People are starting conversations with the chat bot, entering information into the capture page, and you're just overall bringing them more business than they had. So that's why making a smart site for somebody like a painting company could be a great option. It is a little bit crowded in the niche. A lot of people do go after these contractors, But a lot of people are not pitching smart sites, and you're here with me right now, and that's why you're going to be successful with it, because you're going to go in there and tell them, hey, look, you have a standard site. I just did an audit on your site. You're missing all this stuff. This is a smart site. It's a business optimized website made to convert the traffic that it gets. And then you end up talking to them in a language that they'll understand. Like, that basically means you convert the people that go there into either buyers or leads through your chatbot, capture page, etc. If you want to learn more about that, be sure to reach out to me directly, and I'll be happy to point you in the right direction. But for now, for this video, we're going to do our best to keep it short. So that is why painters are a great option for you to do marketing or websites for. Number 9, you have catering. Now, catering is also a very underserved niche, and as I've been saying, obviously you can do weddings for catering, great targeting options, but that's not the only thing. You can do birthdays, anniversaries. You can also do company events. That is a great one to market to people's companies for events that they're going to have. Also, you have different parties. If you know that people are going to end up having the Super Bowl or a variety of other things, you can run Super Bowl offers. And there's so many other options you can do for catering to where you can bring them in leads with marketing. But not only that, you can create them a great website or smart site. I always suggest a smart site because that's going to get them the best results and that's the easiest sale. But in reality, if you don't want to do a smart site, I think catering would also be good for standard sites and not just smart sites, because caterers do not have great websites. I've looked at a lot of catering sites before and they don't have a lot of great websites. So whether you're going to sell them a standard site or a smart site, it's a great option, but I would suggest always going with a smart site, and definitely go after some caterers because it's a very underserved industry and most of them will be able to afford to pay you.